What is going on, guys? My name is 4G. Today we do unfortunately have a little bit of a negative video when it comes to Fortnite. Now, that's pretty crazy to say because you would think that everything has been going pretty well with the game. I mean, we got OG Fortnite back the last 2 weeks. The game has absolutely skyrocketed and hit peak player counts at like 44 million unique players one day, which is the most people ever in Fortnite history, I guess you could say. Because even back in 2018, they didn't hit numbers like that, which is insane because even then, everyone was talking about it. Fortnite was on the news. I had teachers talking about Fortnite, and yet Fortnite has been more popular than ever in the last 2 weeks. And then they dropped the worst update I've ever seen in Fortnite history. And that's saying a lot because I remember that update. I think it was like 8.20 or something, man. They removed Siphon. Everyone was spamming hashtag revert. Everyone hated that, man. That was a terrible update. With Siphon and Pubs was amazing. I don't care what anyone says, man. Siphon and Pubs is amazing. I mean, at least we had it in Arena back then. Now we don't even have it in ranked, so I just want to say add Siphon back to ranked, alright? But either way, that's not what this video was about, okay? This video is about the idea that they now added age ratings to skins, and this is the dumbest thing I've ever heard because these are skins people already paid for, okay? And you're now restricting people from using their skins that they paid for. That, like, it just doesn't make any sense. If you paid for these skins, kids don't just magically have money, man. If they got money for skins, they got it from their parents usually, all right? So I just don't understand why we're gonna restrict skins now, man. Well, like, what the hell? Like, or how about this? How about you give me my money back? Give me my V-Bucks back at least for skins that I paid for that I no longer can access in every single game mode. I didn't pay for a skin with the idea that I have restrictions on it. Now there's restrictions. That doesn't add up. That's not acceptable. Okay, if you don't know, every island in Fortnite, you know, every creative map is another way. That's just another way of saying island, I guess. So every creative map, every single game mode, like, so Battle Royale is its own island. Save the World is technically its own island. Every creative map is its own island. All of these things, every game mode you see basically in the main menu has its own rating now. It goes from either E, E10 plus, or now T for teen. Regular Battle Royale, anything with weapons is rated T. Anything with no violence, for example, such as like a parkour map or something like that, a death run, things like that will have E ratings usually. And yeah, so you can't use your skins in E for everyone modes basically. So this just doesn't make any sense whatsoever for a multitude of reasons, okay? For one, the main reason people play Fortnite now is for Battle Royale, okay? Which, by the way, they removed the main loading screen, or they changed it so that the loading screen no longer interferes with the E for everyone rating, basically. So they pretty much removed the weapons and made it this dull, boring background instead of the really amazing looking OG background that we had from the beginning, because there was a pump shotgun, an LMG in there. Ooh, so scary. Come on, man, this is ridiculous. This is an update that just should not exist whatsoever. Back in the day when we had Siphon removed, like I said, that whatever, at least they have some point in making that, and it just kind of makes sense at least to remove Siphon from pubs, kind of. I mean, if they see some stats or something that tells them that it was bad for the game, whatever, right? But this is just stupid, okay? We paid for these skins and now we can no longer use them. How about this, okay? How about this? If you try to go into an E for everyone game mode, right, with a skin that is not available to use because it has a gun or a gun holster or some sort of knife, some stupid thing that makes no sense that we should be paying attention to, but whatever. If it has that, right, how about you just appear as a default for younger players or whatever, whoever they're trying to protect, right? You could see your own skin. Anybody who has an age rating above E10, so you're T for teen, if you can actually access these skins, right? Anything like that is available for anyone to see unless you're a younger player. Younger player will see a default or whatever, but anyone else will see the skin because that's just what makes sense, instead of blocking it from the people who paid for the skin and want to use that skin. I also don't even think you can use the skin in private match. What the hell were you thinking with that, Epic? You can't even use it in a I could be wrong about this, but I'm pretty sure I went to click on it and it still showed a locked icon and all of these different skins and stuff like that. Also, why are loading screens and music packs locked? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Nobody else but yourself can see this. Like, if you have access to them, you can see them. It doesn't matter if you're playing an E-rated game or a T-rated game. You can see these for yourself. So what, are you trying to protect kids from themselves now? Like, I don't know, like, it's in their locker. Like, it doesn't make any sense, man. This is the stupidest update I've ever seen in Fortnite history. In gaming history, man. It might be. It may be. Maybe not. But in my opinion, though, based off what I've seen, this is the dumbest thing ever, and it needs to be reverted. Now, for me, luckily, I don't care about skins as much anymore, but just the principle of this, man, just upsets me. It does, because it's just not something that, it just doesn't benefit anybody, and it hurts the experience for more players that should not even be affected by this. Only younger players, if any, should be affected by this, not people who are actually adults trying to play the game who paid for skins, man. It doesn't make any sense. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, man, especially on the Season 7 update. Like, come on, man. Every time we get to, like, Season 7, Season 8, they start ruining the game. I don't understand how that happens. Season 7, not Season 7, actually, Season 8 is when they removed Siphon. Point is, okay, they removed Siphon from pubs back in, like, version 8.20 or something like that, and people absolutely hated that. We're now in Season 7, we're getting close to that, and they're trying to hurt the game again, man. Like, we want history to repeat itself with the Fortnite map. We don't want it to repeat itself with stupid updates from Epic Games. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up this video. Not much else to talk about it. I just think that this is the most ridiculous thing ever, and Epic Games, you guys got to revert this, or at the very least, completely overhaul this idea. You got to completely overhaul this idea so that nobody who's actually above the age rating that they're restricting, basically, gets affected, because it doesn't make any sense. Anybody T for teen, basically, and up, should not be affected by this, but we are. And it's just the dumbest thing ever. I also don't think they should block out weapons or whatever from the main menu. I know what they're trying to do with Fortnite, okay? They're trying to make Fortnite like a Roblox type thing. I understand that. Here's the difference, though. At Roblox, as far as I'm aware, I could be wrong about this, I don't really know the history of it, but based off of what I've heard, Roblox did not start out as its own shooter or whatever type of game and then completely divert from that into what it is today, where it's a bunch of games all put together, basically. That is basically the equivalent of what Fortnite is trying to do. They are still this legacy shooter game, and they're trying to divert into a different path of something completely different, and I just don't think it's going to work that well. I just don't think it will work that well, man. It's not something that, I'm not saying the creative mode isn't a great thing to, creative is great, all right? It's amazing with UEFN and all that stuff, but completely, going the direction of what they do with Save the World now, or they're one day going to just probably stop working on Battle Royale, or not as much, at least. They're not going to focus on it, at least, because, I mean, when you're removing the core loading screen now to be within these age rating things, it's just kind of ridiculous. Now, anybody who says Fortnite is a kid's game, man, you guys are right. You guys are right now. It is. It wasn't before. It was T for teen, which, whatever that's saying, right? But now, you're right. You're right. Anybody who wants to meme about that, I can't hate on it anymore. Either way, that's going to wrap up this video. If you guys enjoyed it, like, it'd be greatly appreciated. If you're new here and you like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.